Hi everyone, welcome back to my Taboo's Voice channel. Today we're going to be talking about flow. This is something that serves everyone. It is a skill to definitely strengthen, and it takes time. It is not something to be rushed. The meaning of being in flow is understanding that we have zero control over anything, people, thing, outcomes, so many things, relationships, and to just remain in flow and let things play out. And truly, when you have an intuitive feeling already that this person is not healthy, this group is not healthy for me, that is, you already have your answer. And you actually don't need to be in flow anymore. You're actually in flow, and that's the reason why you were able to get that message. And that's the beauty of being in flow, is that when you're in flow, you're balanced. When messages come, or if your intuition kicks in to send you a warning or red flag, you can hear it. And truly, even when you are not in flow, if your guides, your higher self, need to get a message to you, they will find a way to. Yes, it does require them to lower their vibration, but they will do it because that is the love that they have for you. But besides that, being in flow, when I think about it, I didn't understand it until I went through so many painful experience, that I was forced to sit down and be in flow. That is where it all started. I was forced to. There was no other option. When I say I was forced to, it meaning that my body was so weak, I could not get up. And the only way I was able to bring myself back to life and functional and mobile again was being in flow and listening to myself, going within and doing the work that I needed to bring myself back to life. Because that is what happens when you are out of flow. It throws your balance off. You're running on impulse, and it could lead you to make very, very dangerous and harmful decisions for yourself and for others that are around you. And that's the reason why being in flow is so important, because it could actually send you to but then, depending on what stage you're in your life, it could lead to self-harm. It could lead to destruction, meaning external destruction, harming others. It could lead to addiction. It could lead to many unhealthy habits. And that's the reason why being in flow is so important. And to and how to be in flow is truly to sit with yourself and connect with yourself. That is how you'll know how to be in flow with yourself, because it helps you understand what is your body, what do you need for yourself to bring balance to your life. Always remember, you hold the key to every question, every obstacle, every problem that comes your way. You hold the answer. You know how to best execute everything that comes your way. But it starts with your balance, your flow, and another word that comes to my head that I do believe that it also means flow too is like feng shui, and that is like energy of your environment, in your space that you spend the most time. That matters. It does impact your flow, and when energy, you feel like your space is, the air is a little heavy, or it just doesn't feel safe, or you feel like there may be some negative energy around you that have attached to you, or people that are pulling your energy that you want to send out of your area, like, your space. What you could do is cleanse your space. Use sage. You could use anything. It's a matter of setting your intention, that what are you cleansing. And that's how you're going to clear up the energy that's in your space. And about the people who are pulling on your energy, it only takes a few words, just saying, I release all these individuals' energy back to them, and I call back all my energy. And say with the power, your power within, mean every word you say, because that is critical. And it's okay that in the beginning it feels a little funny, because trust me, I was in the same boat. And then eventually you realize that I mean business. I don't want any of this energy in my space at all. You say with sternness, and it's a done deal. You're saying that I'm not going to allow it in my energy anymore. And when you believe it, that's when it will happen. Everything starts with you. You have to possess it within you. And that is your power. Don't ever forget about that. And don't remind yourself every day. So if you are around people that are not the healthiest, and their word choice are just horrible. They use it to bring down people's energy, bring people to their level. But when you have a strong relationship with yourself, when you're in flow, you're balanced, it will not hit you, And if it does, you will be able to collect yourself, send the energy off, and not allow it to attach to you. That is the power of being in flow. And all I can say is that when you're in flow, it's like just the way you walk, how you dress, how you show up in the world, it's very, very different. It's almost like this, like, you have so much knowing and confidence in yourself that if somebody was to even approach you and you're just giving them a look like, what do you want? What is your intention? And pretty much it's like, you better know what you're saying, because I have no time for BS here. And if you're just here just trying to mess around, you picked the wrong person. And that is just the truth. Being in flow is not being, when I say in those kind of ways, it's not that you're being rude and a jerk. No, it's just that you could, when people know that you're in flow, they come and they test you to see if they can throw you off your energy, and you know that already. And in you is like, you're not gonna, you already feel their intention, and so you're like, what do you want? You're not gonna be this like sugarcoating person, kind. You're just gonna be very real, just very, very real with them, saying that I know who you are. You don't need to put a fake face on. Just say what you gotta say, and let's get on with your day. That is the power of being in flow. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it is true. It's like when you're in flow, like let's just say that nobody can like F with you. You wouldn't allow it. When you're in flow, you're like, you are so in tune to your energy that you can feel other people's energy. And it is just amazing, because truly, like, that's something that I've noticed. And when I feel other people's energy, I'm like, oh my gosh. Depending on the energy, if it's warm energy, who doesn't love warm, comforting energy and just loving energy? Everybody loves those energy. Even terrible people love those energy, and the sad thing is that that's the reason why they prey on those energies, because they're like, I really like your energy, and they see it as a vulnerability, but then truly maybe it is, because maybe they may be a little inexperienced, but other than that, then people who are inexperienced aren't stupid, okay? They are very aware and very in tune. But what I'm trying to get at is that being in flow is a plus to your life, and it is not easy. This is the reason why not everybody walks in this path. Being in flow, it actually takes discipline. It's not just running on impulse. It's taking time to study yourself, to actually take care of yourself, to master yourself, to say that if this individual or this thing happened, I will not become this destructive person, or I will not start yelling out of thin air. It's like you will still be very calm and balanced, and you would be able to problem solve whatever comes your way. Being in flow is like you're able to actually think clearly and find a beautiful solution that nobody's in harm, but maybe not everybody or nobody benefits from it, and that's okay. At least nobody's in harm, right? And those are the this is the reason why being in flow is such a powerful and beautiful ability to have, and it's something that can't, like, I can't teach you. It's a matter of you sitting with yourself and learning it. And I know this, and it, when if somebody was to tell me this when I was younger and going through this, it would not have made sense to me. But because I was doing it already without me knowing it, and then eventually understanding what I was doing, that's when I was like, oh my gosh, okay, now I understand, looking back, why I made all those decisions, why I needed to sit down with myself, why all of these steps were so needed to get me to where I am now. So being in flow is not something that you need to practice. It is a practice, but what I'm trying to say is that when you're ready, you do it automatically. You are not gonna force yourself. You're gonna want to do it already. That is it. So the individuals that I'm talking to, you guys are doing this already. That's the reason why this video reached you and you guys are listening to it. So the video is just to to continue to encourage you to keep going, because only beautiful things will come your way. Being in flow has helped me so much, like emotionally, problem solve, clarity, sleep. I would say that even like taking care of myself, food choice, hydration, my breathing, like being like listening to my chakra and understanding like where is if any of the chakra is not balanced, where are they located, like all of that. When you're able to be in flow, it just brings alignment back to you, and that's the beauty of it. And I'm so proud of you for walking in this path and continue to keep going strong, because you're gonna have your own experience and it's gonna be a beautiful one. And when you look back, you're gonna be so proud of yourself. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why I was doing this and I had no idea what was going on. Now I do now. And that's the beauty of it, is that everything that you do for yourself, it may not make sense, but then eventually the clarity does come and you find the right, like, the words to describe what you're going through. And that's the beautiful outcome that you get to receive, besides the awesome journey. Oh my gosh. But yes, I hope that this talk helped you guys. I will talk to you guys soon. I love you guys so much. Take care.